to Alana. You know, the base is starting to look mighty beautiful now. Now that we've made a whole bunch of progress and started to, you know, build out and flesh out our footprint and just create everything that we have done over the past few episodes. And I'm going to be honest, I'm really excited with how things are coming along. Specifically with what lies behind me and what we're going to do with the Great Bridge Project. See, over my little recording session here, I'm probably gonna start laying out my groundwork for the bridge project off of what we have done recently. And we're gonna continue into, well, I mean, first off, we're gonna make the rest of this dock, but we're gonna continue, bring it over to the checkpoint, which is off somewhere behind me. There you go, just over my shoulder there. You can see it barely peeking in. And over to the tree farm back behind that hill. And I think, you know, we're getting really close to those points where I'm like, yeah, we're getting fairly automated, we're getting fairly connected, things are starting to feel correct here, almost. I think the only thing that we're missing is a lot of details, but I want to focus on the details once I've gotten the Great Bridge Project done, and then, you know, whenever we're starting to build up the collection and everything, we're going to actually focus on making all of the details. So yeah, welcome back to Minecraft, everybody. Last few times I was playing, I made that whole entire section, made the redstone, which will swap our minecart track over here so that we can always ride this off to where the farm is, or the farms are, and, you know, when it comes back in, it'll shoot all these items off into the collection to be collected. And yeah, we've got a lot of work that we need to do for the collection before it's fully up and running and able to take everything from the farm area. And I've been kind of thinking about all of it, how it's going to work, and there's a lot that I've realized we might have to, there's a lot that we're going to probably have to do as a, hey, this needs collected and distributed by hand sort of thing. And I've been thinking about it a lot recently, just everything I need to do. So, you know, now I'm blabbing on about a lot of things. Let's actually get into what I wanted to do today, which, if you remember a few episodes ago, we kind of left all these posts under here floating. I want to actually get them set up, much like those are, and I feel like that's a good spot to start in my little recording session today. And then probably next episode, we're going to start designing the main bridge itself, how it's going to carry itself and whatnot. And then from then onward, we're going to probably work it out, connect things over. And hopefully by the end of the session, I'm at least to the checkpoint, or, you know, starting to have made a lot of progress in heading towards said checkpoint in the first place. So yeah, I'm gonna shove all of this stuff in here. We don't need it. We're making the cobblestone pillars that uphold everything, and that's also why I kept all of this stuff in here. And I need this. Let's get these. We only need like a stack of these stairs, so. And we'll take all this down and yeah, get started constructing. no, I've been having some fun recently. Just getting used to being home and everything, doing all that, and I'm really enjoying doing these more chill, relaxed recordings where I just talk to you guys late at the end of my day while I play some games. Enjoy enjoy my time and everything going on. Just feel, very chill. I did also realize I think, yeah, originally I wasn't thinking about it like this, but now that I've done it, I think it's actually a good idea that we do have these up an extra block. And I am now remembering that I am going to eat through my food in this episode because I am going to nearly drown a lot. Because I don't have things to survive, and nobody can really tell the difference. It's just nice to see that they, connect under there. So, doink, 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 go breathe. Also, I didn't realize, okay, yeah, that is all wood. I was like, was I dumb or was I smart? I was smart. Okay, so, doink, doink. Okay, and boink, boink. And go up. Breathe. No. So, let's see here. What would I like to discuss today? I could discuss about the chaos of everything I've been doing in preparation for some videos coming out. I know by the time this comes up, it hasn't, I think, been fully announced, but I'm writing a really huge script for a video I have coming out soon. And I just got done with essentially the intro for the video and everything like that, and oh my gosh, it's a ow, excuse me, it's a 2-page script already, and that has me scared. Oh boy. Baby zombie, where are you? Where are you? Ooh, he's got a shovel. There we go. Got him. I'm like, ow. That hurts. But no, it's already a 2-page script, and basically it was just effectively my introduction to everything going on with what I'm doing, because it's something I haven't done on the channel before, and it's something I want to do for some of the, like MDOT and stuff that I do, and my major hope with it is that everybody who watches it enjoys it, and I don't know, I've been really trying to focus and hit home on that. Let's extend this one by one, just because it's meant to be kind of like one of those. Actually, you know what, no. Thinking about it, because it works very similarly to all these ones, we're going to extend this over, or we're going to just keep it up like it is and not worry about it. I will admit, as much as I love building underwater, I would love some respiration on my helmet, or whatever it is to help you breathe. I think it's respiration. I need respiration, basically. And bop bop. Okay, where's a magma block? I'm like, where is one? Because we're gonna stay underwater for a fair bit now. And I'm just grab some air while we swim up. And then dive back down. Do. But no, so, like, I've been writing a huge script for the video, and it's probably gonna be, I don't know, like, it's gonna at least be a 30-minute to an hour-long video that I'm probably making. And I'm just over here like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? I mean, I'm excited for it, but I'm also scared about it a little bit because I'm like, dude, this is a huge video. But I do also know that there will be plenty of people who love it because there's people who enjoy my recaps. And, oh, this is actually a perfect magma block right here. And it's going to be kind of similar to those, except it's not a recap video at all. Yeah, it's just going to be an interesting video, and I'm excited for it. And I don't know which series it was that I spoke about it exactly, but I'm finally almost caught up to the rest of my recordings from while I was in college, so pretty soon I'll be back to actually recording series. Like, I think it comes out before this one. But I'll be recording videos like the new one, some more Brutal Orchestra again, some more, let's see, what else am I playing? What else has my brain forgotten? Also, I need to figure out what I'm doing with that right there, because that's a weird spot. I think the best way to do it is going to be to go bop, and then bop, and then bop. Yeah, and just continue on from there. But no, some Brutal Orchestra will finally be recorded again. And then, what's the other one that I do? Oh yeah, Inscription. My brain entirely forgot. I'm like, what games am I playing right now on the main series that are not stream style and actually supposed to be edited somewhat, you know? Yeah, those ones will start to be recorded again soon. And that's good, just simply because, like, I've been behind on recording sessions for those because I'm used to doing these as basically streams and whatnot. So, you know, everything involved with that. And yeah, I mean, it's just been an interesting time being home for the summer now. So I'm excited to, you know, or I'm enjoying a bit of relaxation with some, you know, variance on what I'm doing. And, you know, there's also some personal life stuff. I mean, as a college student, all of the chaos of what summer means for a college student and all that. And I won't go too much into the details. I know, you know, real life is boring, you know. Meh. But no. I just enjoy... I really enjoy getting to sit down with, you know, you guys and just talk about things I'm enjoying and talk about things I'm doing. I mean, I've got so many cool plans for this series, I guess. Also, I just realized that that block has been missing for forever, probably. No, but, like, I've got such cool plans for the series, and, like, my most viewed video on the channel is, like, the last video I recorded while I was at college, and that just genuinely, like, means a lot to me. And that most viewed video, by the way, is, like, the one where I set up all the redstone for the baseline redstone for the collection and, like, showcase it working and whatnot. That really, like, made me excited, basically. I mean, there's still some other videos incoming for it that haven't been released at the time of recording, but I know that if you guys enjoyed that, you'll enjoy those as well, and that's what really matters to me. Just making good, enjoyable stuff where I can chill, relax, just be me, have a good time. But no, so, yeah. Continuing ideas for everything. So I mentioned at the start of this episode that I really soon want to get to starting detailing everything, because I'm gonna be honest, I've been looking at my base a lot recently, and you know, I watch a bit of YouTube here and there, and some people know that I do enjoy myself some Hermitcraft and whatnot. Where was I going with this? Right. And I'm gonna be honest, my base feels a little bland to me in some places. I know it's been called a really cozy base by some of the fans in the past, and I'm very glad that people can see my vision for the cozy, warm, you know, like home style place that just, you know, is a happy place for me, I guess. However, the thing is I really want to start prettying the place up, and I want to start making it a place that, like, you can compare to some high level building, and, you know, like, something that inspires people to play the game. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm betting most people right now, when they see me doing all this, they're like, he's doing interesting, but, you know, it's not amazing. And part of the things with that is I think, really, before I get into detailing, like, I need to get a lot of my groundworking structure up. And the good thing is because of, like, you know, me doing this series how I'm doing it, I'm not burning myself out like I was with the first Minecraft series. The first Minecraft series, I burnt myself out way too hard because I had so much expectation on myself with how much I wanted to do, and it never worked. And I guess that means to me that, like, you know, now that I'm focusing more on just all the little things, when we get to detailing, I want there to be a groundwork structure for everything so that it all works and we can just kind of get into that groove, not have to worry about me getting burnt out or anything, and just make it all occur. And I don't know. I feel like when I do make it all occur, y'all are going to just enjoy what happens from it. I mean, I'm going to be honest, one of the many things that I want to do, that we're going to do, like, a first pass of, I am all out of cobblestone. Which is sad, because I've only got, like, 20 or so cobblestone left to place. One of the first things we're gonna do, like, as soon as I start transitioning towards laying out all that format so that I can get, like, every little interesting detail put in across the base, is finalizing the villager tower and whatnot, which, it's funny that we're gonna probably finish that well before we finish this, and one of the parts of that is I almost punched Dead Moth there. One of the parts of that is indirectly this, because we're going to be collecting all the mobs over time. And having that ability to, you know, like, I did not need to grab that much cobblestone. Having that ability to, you know, showcase the mobs and stuff and do a lot of specialty things with mobs and all that is gonna be something we're gonna end up focusing on with some details here and there, because, like, I want it to feel, I guess, special, lived in and whatnot, and, you know, I'm just, like, my brain is basically saying, look, as we get closer and closer to late game and whatnot, and I finally go on to take it down the Ender Dragon, like, things are gonna be interesting for this series. And I want to make sure that when the time comes, everything does look unique, interesting, and special and all that, and it's not just, weird or, like, see, so one of the great examples of what I'm talking about is this hallway. This hallway, I feel like it needs stuff on these walls. And part of it is because, like, I eventually intend to chuck some things in here, but, like, I want to do some of that now and get some groundwork set up. And, I mean, here's the thing, if we go into the villager tower, which isn't much of a tower right now, like, you can see what I'm starting to talk about. The problem is there's no real good blend between these segments. There's nothing in this corner that's permanent. This piano is good, but it needs some more. The area out to the fishing docks can't be opened up yet because I haven't cleaned up this area. I haven't even put a roof on it yet, but, like, this is good and detailed, but I want some more. I want more, basically. And people never responded to me, I guess, whenever I said, hey, should I do some things with the later, or when we move into detailing? And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to instate some rules for myself that will work as a sort of custom, not like an actual mod or anything, or not even as a special data pack or anything like that. But I'm going to probably give myself a custom rule, so that I still have to pay for things to do some things later, such as setting up armor stands in here that are certain ways, and figuring out if there is a way to make those invisible. Like, there's some things I want to do in the later half of the series that I'm starting to think about now, and I'm starting to understand, and, like, I guess one of the things I want to do is I want to go over them with you guys so that we all can agree on something that feels Minecrafty and fair in terms of what the end goal of the series is, which is, making the collection. And even then, that connects into all of the pieces of my base and making them look proper. Like, I don't want this series to feel improper with how I'm doing things. And I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is actually, after this episode, I'm going to make some discussion. I'm like, I have my boat for a reason. Oh, and there's the reason why I actually went up to my base. I wanted to finish the roof, or the under roof over here before I moved on to designing part of the bridge, basically. But I'm probably gonna end up sending a message out to my Discord, which is gonna be a weird, interesting poll talking about custom crafting and ideas for the series, because I think we should, in order to, provide what is required for this, I think I should make a rule for myself that I have to do some sort of custom crafting for certain things involved with, say, like the armor stands having arms. There was a reason I came up here. It was these. I'm like, why did I come up here again? Right, these. And I also need some birch. And actually, no, I don't need birch. What I need is some of that. And I guess some of that because we're probably going to make a walking area, which means I do need some of these, and I do need some of these, which means I probably don't need those, which means I need those, and I need those. But things like, I don't know, spending an extra 2 sticks on the armor stand recipe so that I can make it so that the armor stand has arms, or an invisibility potion has to go in to an item frame crafting just as an additional requirement so that the item frame can go invisible or whatnot, and have that be like kind of my requirements so that I can do some specialty creative mode work to pretty up parts of the base, or even along the lines of like an invisible armor stand made, like if we want to do, say for instance, the instead of armor stand with arms, we could do invisible armor stand, and maybe we have to give it also a potion of invisibility. Like, I want to do things that are available within creative mode that aren't in normal mode through the work of commands, and it's making me start to realize that I wish when I made the world I allowed for cheats, but not for like actual cheating reasons. Like, I didn't want to I've never wanted to cheat anything in, and everybody knows from what happened when Minecraft had a very easy dupe glitch in one of the recent snapshots. Like, I don't like dupe glitches. I don't at all. And I'll find any way and any mean possible to avoid using dupe glitches. But I want to make sure that like everything I do in the game, I guess, involving some of the design choices that are going to be maybe more, maybe more not directly vanilla, I guess, are well wanted. So I don't know, just some food for thought that's been on my brain. I haven't fully decided anything. Right now I'm more just mentally considering everything and whatnot, and there's been a lot that I've wanted to, I guess, discuss about all this with you guys that I just haven't gotten the time to yet. And I want to make sure that we all understand that whenever I'm doing stuff like that in the future, it's because I'm wanting to make the base be as pretty as it can be. Now, the other option is we could just straight up get like a vanilla tweak style thing, so that it still feels really vanilla in style, but like, I don't know, maybe I use some of the stuff like what Hermitcraft has, where they have like a special book that is how they do armor stands, or like some special commands that are for things. Like, I don't want to make the series modded in any way, shape, or form, because I mean, we've played it without mods this entire time, and all of the fun that has been so far. Also, I know I spent so much time shaping this connection. We're gonna get rid of it because I'm boxing in the redstone here, so that this doesn't look awkward, I guess. Yeah, let's go boop boop boop, excuse me, boop 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 boop. And that's gonna be funny. That's gonna be like a weird corner right there. We'll deal with that in a moment. But no, like, I've had a lot of thought on my mind about how I'm going to do it. And I'm just, at this point, I'm basically deciding, how do we want to do this? How do we want to make things occur? Do I want to step back from keeping this up to the regular snapshot? Do I want to just use commands and do things? Do I want to, like, how do I want to make things work so that I can, make it feel, I guess, proper within what this series is going to need for its back half of everything? Because we are essentially approaching the late game of the project. It's just the late game of the project is so gigantic that, like, it isn't comparable to the start of the project, if that makes sense. Like, we are at the point where I would say this is like my midpoint of my progress that I'm wanting out of the series, basically. Like, we're at the point where I'm making the major connection of the Great Bridge Project, and I'm starting to connect in the Great Bridge Project over to, well, the rest of my build and everything that I have done so far, which to me means, hey, look at that, you've almost completed like one of your major goals for the series. Good job, you know? But then you get to thinking about it and you're like, wait, if we're done with a major goal and I'm only saying we're at the midpoint, what does that even mean, you know? So, like, I don't know. I've been recontextualizing a lot of the collection mentally to me, I guess, and that's just what I've been thinking about in recent. So, hey, look at that. We've got a nice little box. It's even well lit up enough that we don't have to worry about things spawning in here. I am going to make sure that, you know, there's enough light in here that I'm not worried about things spawning just by doing that. And bada bing, bada boom. And then let's go grab our cell. That ain't right. That ain't right at all. Oh no, that's right. That's right. That's because that's where the roof is going to extend out. That's right. Never mind. I'm being dumb. I'm like, huh, you know, I don't think that's what I meant when I was designing that. So, yeah, now we get interesting design decisions where we're having another layer of this here, basically, and I'm like, how do I do this? Part of me is like, let's step it down, kind of like how we did here. The other part of me is like, nah, let's not step it down at all. I think let's do step it down, because that's going to be, well, no. The other thing is I do still need to get logs in on this. Yeah, you know what? Let's not step it down. Let's not worry. Let's just continue to lean into our weirdness of, like, weird corners. Kind of like, you know, that. Or how we've got this whole zone right over here. Like, let's continue with what I'm doing and just lean in to things. I mean, that's one thing that I think I need to really learn with my design is I have a lot of weird thought processes, and if I lean into them, I think I produce some very extravagant design. I just have to think about it. It's something that I'm learning with my architecture as well, my, you know, my real life college degree that I'm working on and whatnot. Where, like, if I lean into an idea that I have in my mind and just go with the flow of what I'm thinking about, it commonly turns out really well, because it's something that I actually wanted to do, you know? I am also now realizing we've been in this situation before, and our response was to actually let this thing live, which tells me a little bit about Past Me, and therefore we're gonna let Past Me rule on this one, and we're gonna go with that. Now, I am still going to do this, yeah, like this. And like, this is how we're gonna do this. So this goes up like this, because that's our rule for those corners. That goes like this. Oh, I missed. But no, I guess, again, tell me in the comments what you guys feel would be fair. I'm going to be doing a lot of polls through my Discord about everything in the future. And I will preface it by saying, hey, it's not something that's going to be in effect for a very long while, so there's not much you need to worry about right now. This doesn't make sense here, so I'm going to do this. The rest of this does make sense, so I'm not going to worry about it. But that already leaps this forward, like, a lot in terms of how I feel about it. And that's going to be one of those weird corners. Let's see here. And bop bop. And we love how much I love swimming in water in this series. Bop 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 bop. Hey. Do. But no, like, I really love how this base so far is such a vertical blend. Like, when I started the series, I really wanted to build, like, something that was hanging under a cave. And I feel like, even though we're not in a big, giant cave, we're still getting that all the way from that base over to there, to that part of the building over there, to the farming bridge, to the Great Bridge as well. There's a lot of bridges in this project, or in this world, I'm now realizing. But, like, there's so much that I've designed that, like, just because I kind of went with the flow of what I did one day, it just kind of has turned into this wonderful little place that I know you guys are all enjoying as well. And I want to keep that up, you know. I want to keep designing something you guys all enjoy. Ow. And bop bop. I'm like, come on, I can finish the roof while we're here. But no, like, see, now this I want to put something on this wall. Like, that's something that I want to do, is design some of these areas a bit better, and that's something that I'm probably going to focus on in the future. And like this feels like a great spot for something with armor stand design that I've seen, like, you know, in a lot of, like I said, on Hermitcraft. Like, I feel like there'd be an armor stand set up here for, like, some fishing poles and whatnot, so that you could get in a boat, grab your fishing pole, and go out here and just fish, you know? Like, there's so much that I want to do. And it's just my brain realizing, like, damn, I really want a lot of those things that I see with, like, tweaked vanilla that I just really wish they had in actual Minecraft, you know? Like, without commands or anything, just in survival mode. Anyways, so, this is another thing. Let's actually, you know, finish this part up as well. While I'm here, while I'm thinking about it, let's finish this part up, and then bonk bonk. There we go. Alright. Well, that's actually basically what I wanted to do in today's episode, but we still got like 20 minutes of the episode left, so, instead of just being done, let's, I guess, talk a little bit about how I intend to do this. So, one thing that I'm thinking about with this is I don't want to upkeep this double wide system that we've got here. It'll be expensive if I do. And I want to keep a form of, I want to keep this form that we've got started here. Where's my bow? And, like, let me grab my bow. I want to keep this form that we've got here with this shape, with those two prongs, and, you know, that wide bridge form. And I want it to go out and every so often drop like a singular post into the water, and have that be how we build across. I do want it to connect in over to roughly this island, and then I want it to, you know, carry that over to here. And I've realized something that we need to know about this, and that is basically this path isn't going to happen. I originally intended this to be like a sort of T-piece that would go out in towards the ice area. I'm realizing that I think that's way too far for a minecart to carry me. And therefore I'm over here thinking like, no, I'm even gonna do this right now. This is the post that was meant to be like a, hey, we're doing this someday. I'm gonna straight up just tell myself, no, we're not. It's easier to do that by nether travel in every single way that exists. There's no reason why I wouldn't take it through nether travel. So that really means that this checkpoint is here quite literally as a means for us to make sure that no item from all of the farms that are over there despawn in between all of our, you know, traveling. And this basically works as just a refresher point. Now what that means is that right around here, we still need this, and we still need the shape of everything that we've got going on here. This area right here then becomes where we're probably pausing the minecart, where we'll send the minecart along. It'll go right over this water, and it'll lock itself up right here-ish, and just pause and let you sit here. And that'll be how you load that area over there, this area here, and a fair majority of probably the bridge. If not here, where it probably would load, and my brain just thought I had creative mode for a moment because my brain is in full creative thought process, basically. If not there, then where it probably stops you is actually more like right here. Because this is the direct center point of the Great Bridge, sadly. And I wanted that to be the center point, but like as I've designed, I've realized that's just not how it works. So this spot right around here, I'm pretty sure keeps everything from over there loaded, lets it parse into there, and then would send all the items off over to here. Now the other option is we actually do it in a form of two-step thing. So this is also why I built this as a storage silo originally, because what'll happen is it'll send us from there. We'll come into here. What it'll do is we wait until everything is full over here. We'll get released from here. And then what it'll probably do is it'll send us all the way probably to actually this island, because this island just works as a good stopper point. The island loads everything over there. I know it doesn't look like it, but everything is loaded over there. And if we stop like right here, we'll keep that area loaded. And we'll obviously be keeping that area loaded, which is where everything goes into the collection anyways. So, if we stop here, we can build like a little thing, and then it'll just check and be like, hey, is there an item passing through? Hey, is there an item passing through? Hey, is there an item passing through? And by technicality, that would also happen over there. If there's an item passing through into the water stream, it'll keep you paused, you know. If there's items passing through it, either of those two locations, it'll pause you, it'll keep you here. and it'll wait. There will be like a roof over your head, obviously, in those locations. That's why I designed that one with a roof. It's why I'll design whatever checkpoint we use for the in-between with a roof. And then whenever it's done, you'll finally get sent over to there, and then that'll be it. You'll get launched off of the minecart, you'll be allowed to go walk yourself back in and head back up there, and, you know, the entire cycle will complete its course. So, I don't know. The other thing with that is of course, if we're detailing the base, I consider the Great Bridge, that storage silo, and that farming area actually all part of the base. Which means that by the extension of that, I want to eventually detail all of that as well. So, there's so much on my mind that I'm thinking about right now that my brain is just like, I feel like I need to slow down a bit and just start working one step at a time. And I'm sure you all understand that. I mean, that's what these videos are meant to be, is my way of working it one step at a time. If I'm working at one video at a time, thinking things out, we kind of get that thought process of, you know, the slow construction, the slow step-by-step feeling, just everything slowly building up as we go. And I don't know, I feel like I feel like you guys may not fully, I guess, understand how my brain is working with all of this, but I'm wanting to shed that light to you guys so that you get that mental idea of everything, because I feel it's important that you understand how I'm thinking when you see how I'm building this. So, yeah. Big rant, I know. But yeah. Let's actually, I guess, get some work done on this, now that I've thought some things out. We'll just get it started. I definitely will not finish. Like, I'm just gonna get, like, 15 minutes into this, and then we're gonna probably end the episode, so, yeah. Let's get going on this. So, I guess my way of doing it, or my way of thinking it is, so we see how we have this strip here. What I'm thinking is we make a sort of pattern for ourselves, where this strip will line up and be where our main, like, support beam for each of these is. And I want it to be consistent every single time. So this one's gonna be inconsistent just because of how we're doing it. But I want the rest of them to be consistent. So let's go here. We need to think in, I'd say, let's see here. How far does water spread? I don't have my water bucket on me. That's important. I'm like, where's my water bucket? But yeah, no, we need to think really in terms of how far I think water spreads, plus an ice block. So I'd like to say 8, but my brain is being dumb, including the source, I mean, as well. Where is... Did I do a dumb when I dumped everything off? Do I not? What happened to my water bucket? This is weird. I'm very confused about what happened to my water bucket. I have my replacement here, but I don't know what happened to it. I'm sure I'll figure it out at some point whenever we're building everything. I mean, eventually the collection will have a collection of water buckets. Like, as funny as it is, the collection will eventually have a collection of water buckets. So, let's think about this in terms of how far water... I need that. I need that. No. I need that. I need to clean that up. That does not look good. But that does not look good. Let's clean you up. There we go. No, that's not right. Okay, so place this here. Let's see here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from the source, so 8. So we're making a multiple of 9 then, if you include the ice. So, let's go out. Let's make it so that the block directly in front of the ice block is where the post is, but not on this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, this would be end, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is water. 9. This is ice. 10. This is where the post goes. So we bring it over like this. I'd say break you. And then we connect that over. And then this goes, what, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll just do those. We'll do those ones randomly so that I'm getting the details kind of in for them. I actually really like that. I think that's really neat. I do think what it needs, though, and this is something I'll work in as we go, is a sort of connection from that to those. Maybe if I take this and go like this, and do, I don't know, something like that. And, you know, this might change with the way the bridge goes, because, I mean, we are intending on keeping that roof there, so, I don't know, maybe I'll change it. But if I do something like that as a form of supporting it, that does look very interesting with that, and I do like that. I think that is a good basic design if we extend what we already have into those, maybe. The other idea I would have would actually be a large expansion of this, where we do a very, I don't know, I guess that type of structure. That feels a bit bulky to me. Yeah. I'm like, that feels a bit too bulky for me, so I'm gonna no to myself on this. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's really good. The other idea I have might be something that looks, I don't know, maybe that. Maybe that. Still feels a bit bulky, but gives a lot more. What if, and this is hyper, oh yeah, that's right, you can't place on the bottom of slabs. That's another thing I wish that existed, was the way to do that. What if we do this, and then that, to still give it that texture. Ooh, I actually enjoy that. I think that'll be a good way to keep the bridge lit, other than the top of the bridge, which will be lit, you know, in the way that we already are working on it. And this will, yeah, this will greatly, that already adds a lot of that detail that I've been talking about. So I feel excited for this. I think my next few episodes will probably be working this over, connecting it in, just sort of setting those posts in, and getting it connected. So, yeah. I think let's call it a video there then. It feels very good, you know, getting a lot of that thought process out of my mind into words and just getting it into video, I guess, you know. I hope you guys actually, as I do that, I hope you guys actually enjoy this type of discussionary content with me, where I'm just kind of thinking about everything going on, basically, with the builds and whatnot. You know, like I said, you're welcome to give me any discussion in the description below. I'm always happy to listen to it all. So, yeah. Let's take this. So, we did a lot today. I mean, we got a lot done. We discussed a lot. I mainly focused on the underside of the bridge, and just getting it all together, and then laid out a format and a template for us, which helps me design everything. So, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. It's been a hell of a video, and I'm actually, you know, feeling good after it. So yeah, I've been a bit nervous working on things recently, and now I'm like, you know what, having discussed with you guys just helps me feel a little bit more confident about things. So, you know, it feels good to get it all taken care of now. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in the next episode. Have a good one. Bye-bye!